Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Gaming. Welcome back to the final episode of Bayonetta 3.
So the Alphaverse was always just a decoy. He wanted us here, and away from Thor. That means...
Sean.
We're trapped here. With no way out. Oh.
It would seem these events are the truth I was shown. Now, let the hearts of all Arc-Atoms gather here as one. Hey, Cerecita.
Luca.
I finally figured out what the truth is. Bayonetta, my purpose is to get you to where you need to be. Look. That vortex is singularity absorbing this world's energy.
Luca, what are you trying to say?
I'm going to use it to send you two home.
From there? But how?
Wish I knew just what to say at a time like this.
You don't have to. You're a clumsy fool, but you never fail to impress.
Later, Violeta. Goodbye, Bayonetta. I'll always love you both.
Of course, Kitty.
My name is Viola! My name is Viola!
This. Kitty! Luca! the destruction has stopped. Why? Is that...
Archive Origin, what are you doing here? This is a world of my definition. You do not belong.
But here I am, and that's the truth. Maybe you forgot to carry the one.
Okay, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, so the funny thing with this episode, me and Dee have already recorded this episode, right? But we, my dumbass forgot to save the audio, so I'm having to redo the audio for this episode that we've already recorded. But at this point, me and Dee have already finished the game. We gave our final thoughts and all that fun stuff. At some point, we'll probably end up doing a retrospective for all 3 games, so we could give y'all a more in-depth go through of our thought process for all 3 games, and just how we enjoyed them, and how and just our thoughts on the games in general. So as it stands, so this is a very long ending chapter. This is one, like, so the funny part about the whole last chapter is this one giant, like, boss fight. It's boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. And a lot of exposition. So it's a very long chapter. So I'm probably not going to cut any of this up. Well, I'm probably not going to cut, like, any of the major exposition or fights or anything like that. But one of the so right now we're fighting Singularity in another giant kaiju battle. I still it's funny how this game has never explained for one who Singularity actually was, besides it just being Sigurd. What Sigurd's motivation? Why is he doing the things he's doing? What caused him? What brought him to this ideology of I'm going to destroy the multiverses for seemingly an unknown reason. Just I can, and I'm going to. They've used the phrases for Archive Origin and Archive Atom a lot. I'm still not sure what they mean by it. For me, it feels like they're doing an anime thing. Archive, Arc Atom, the first woman, first man. But how that ties into the whole ending of this game and the whole overall story makes no sense. It feels like they wrote themselves into a corner. They feel like they wrote themselves into a wall that they couldn't figure out how to get out of. So they just kind of, it feels like they had all the ideas for all these multiverses and how they were to play out, and they just kind of forgot to write the bad guy in, and this is where we are now. Again, overall, the game is fantastic gameplay-wise, and enjoyable as hell. It's just a fun, just a fun video game. It's really just a fun video game at the end of the day, which is good, which is fine. I know story for some people is not the be-all end-all for things, but for me personally, the story is very prominent, and you have to have a decent story for the game to hold any weight. You can have a really fun game, and sometimes some games can survive solely on their gameplay and the way you play the game. Like, one of the good examples is Borderlands. Borderlands is a game that strives heavily on solely its gameplay and not the story. But now we see, so one of the aspects of this game that I thought was really cool was were the giant kaiju battles when they first introduced, because just the idea of being able to turn your demons into these giant powerhouse creatures, even bigger than they already are, and just dueling about another giant monster is really, really cool. And here we can see Miss Butterfly doing the Kamehameha. That was a really cool thing. Indeed, basically did that shit in sync, or at least I did it by myself. I can't remember. Recorded this a day ago, and I've been forgot. Basically, most of what we said already. Hey, it's over. That's fine. We send this motherfucker to the moon, though. To the moon? To the moon.
Flying to the moon without me? Can't have that.
I do know that "Fly to the Moon" is a very cute little reference to a Frank Sinatra song that was prominent in the first game. Because at the end of the first game, that's the song that original Bayonetta used to, or at least Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1 used to sing to the little child Cereza. And it was also the song played at the end in the credit sequence as well. Singularity Balance. So now we're into the second boss fight of this chapter. First being the giant kaiju battle, now this.
Maybe that's how things work where you're from. But I prefer to make my own truth.
Train! Train! Hit him with the train! And just explode that motherfucker. Well, there goes the train. You know, fuck that train. I still to this day do not like that train. That train... Yeah, that train is still the in all the summons in this game is the worst summon. It is not... It's not... At least for me, not programmed well. Like, I can't control that shit. It feels like the rails, when you start, you know, laying the rails down for that, it just wants to go in its own direction. So you have to kind of fight it to put the rails in the right direction, the right orientation, so they actually match and it's actually usable. But here we are into the second boss fight, Balance. And it's just a load of it's just a lot going on the screen at one time. This motherfucker will suck you in. He'll summon these giant, fucking generic ass Mechazords at this point to fight for you. Here we can see that what I want to be. I haven't really got that moon in my car when I really want to be. Overall. But at this point, there's just a lot going on the screen. This is like overall, this fight is fine, right? It's not egregiously stupid, but it's all right. It's an all right boss fight. Yeah, get him, Butterfly. Get him. Beat the shit out of him. Yeah. I do love the egregious JoJo references. They're just so fun. And he just puts apart. Because why not, you know? I'm all godly. I have god powers. Woo! Look at me. Still don't understand how he can just do all this. Like, literally 5 minutes ago, you were in a pod. You're in a fucking pod in a lab. So, like, how the fuck did you become this? Where did this power come from? Is it in the Codex books? I don't know. I'm currently going through the process of going back through and collecting all the lore books I'm gonna read through. And just figure out what the hell is going on. Here he summons 2 more bosses we've already killed earlier. Oh, by the way, this man has 5 health bars in this stage. Which I think is a little fucking much, considering all the shit he's doing. But at least his summons do contribute to his own health bar, which is neat. But it essentially just, it's like, see, it's one of those things, right, where you write a boss, right, but you write it like to an egregious point to where it feels like, do they really need to do all of this? For storyline, does it make sense to doing all this? For him, no. For him, no. His it still makes no sense of why he can just do all this stuff, right? But it is what it is. Yeah, this is stage 2. So if I remember, there's like 4 stages in this boss fight overall. And really, they're not even stages, right? They're acts at this point, because there's so much that happens, and it's just wild. Yeah. At this point, I'm just trying to play keep away with the fucking missiles on the ground. Yeah, probably should have jumped that. Probably should have jumped that little shockwave. That would've been nice. But I didn't really start enjoying, like, as soon as I got the fan's weapon, the fan weapon from the Egyptian level, like, I really started to love that weapon. Like, I'm more of a fan of those quick strike weapons instead of those slow lumbering weapons. It's just easier to kind of manage getting a lot of damage. They don't do a hell of a lot of damage at once, but over the course, once you get a lot more hits, and you know you're rocking and rolling. Over here, so it's a threat because over the 5,000th time. Oh, look at him. He's on his 2nd health bar. I don't know. There's so many health. This section in particular felt like it went on for so damn long. There's like, you know, if you're gonna have multiple stages, or in this case, multiple acts to a boss fight, it feels like you should have just, you know, gave them less health bars. I would have been fine with smaller health bars and more fights, right? Not, oh, every single fight has like 5 to 6 health bars. Because at that point, it feels like you're just dragging out the fight. I do love this tornado ability. It's really cool. Oh, look at him. Get fucked, nerd. Laser beam. Oh. Now he's firing his lasers. Weave. Dodge. Dodge. Weave. Kick. See, you messing with Bayonetta, bitch. Oh, look at you. You're cracking up. You're cracking up. Oh, look at the soul flying out of you. I think you lost something, motherfucker. Ooh. Hey, the army of Bayonetta's here. Look at all of us. The conglomerate is here. The collective has been summoned to fight. Hey. Look at them all. Sorry for Bayonetta's back. We miss you, baby. And it's also cool doing this post commentary because I can actually hear the game through my headset at this point, so I can hear the music playing in the background. This music's getting hype. Yeah, block that beam. Look at all those waves. Get fucked, nerd. Yo, bitch. Yo, no yo. And he's just teleporting around. It's like we're doing all of our best shit, but it ain't phasing them. Magic!
Your attention,
Oh!
please.
Hat rockets.
Clearly, you haven't been paying attention. The truth is what I make it.
Yeah, he got pissed off. He's getting his shit. He's getting his shit rocked. He got pissed off. So I'm just gonna pull. I'm gonna fuck all of you. Oh, there they go. Phased from existence. Now, question: were they phased from existence, or did they just go back to their own world that doesn't exist anymore? See, I'm not sure.
Jean.
But Sean's back. Let's kick his ass. We only need 2 of us. Get these boots, man. Get the boot. Yeah, step on that like a fucking cockroach. See ya, nerd. Tag team. Whoa, drop kick. Drop kick 2. Just beating his ass all the way down to earth. Bye, John. See you later. Hey, gold. Look at that. Tink. Oh, look. It's the beginning of the game again. We've come full circle. Ain't that just peachy keen? Oh, he's molting. He's molting. Oh, that's disturbing. Just the one eye. Definition. Boss fight, Act 3. Sup, Gamora? How's it going, buddy? Let me summon my Mechazord for the 10,000th time. Suck it, nerd. We have a dragon. Gamora's been killing this motherfucker the entire game. Wham! Get fucked, nerd. One shot. Hold up, hold up. Let him get up, let him get up. Ah, shit, he's pulling the Doctor Strange. Again. When was he able to bend time? Why can't he bend time? Who died and made you God? I guess it really just feels like he can do a bunch of bullshit that makes no sense of why he can and can't do this. Also, just time to note that B&D did start swapping off per battle for this because they're long fights and there's so many of them, we didn't want to burn ourselves out, so we just decided we would swap the controller off and each have a turn whipping this man's ass. But the fact of the matter is, like, once again, it's like, why can't he do all this? It's not explained why he can do all this. He can just do this. Like, what are you? Are you human? Are you a deity? Did you get divine powers? Why do you need to go to Valforce and trap us there? Why do you need the souls of Bayonettas? I don't know. Feels like there was just a lot of information left on the table. And it's not clear as to why. And it's at this point the commentator realizes that he's probably gonna cut a lot of these fights down because they do get repetitive. It's really sad that when I lose commentary, because this only happened like a couple of times of where I've lost commentary because I didn't save the fucking file. And we had some pretty decent commentary going into this, but this was the last Bayonetta video of the day I recorded. And by this point, the room was getting fairly warm, so it was really just draining the energy out of both of us at that point. And plus, these fights are just kind of draining, because again, you've seen these fights already. These fights were at the beginning of the game, just with a different Bayonetta, and there we go, we died. Gamora died. It's so like, I get that your idea was to bring the whole game full circle. Like you start with Bayonetta 1 dying to Singularity, and then you play this Bayonetta and you go through the entire game to basically just kind of end up back at this point. Kind of giving that idea that this was inevitable. No matter what you did, this was inevitable. But I feel like every villain has to have a purpose. You don't become a villain without having a purpose and a rhyme and a reason for the things that you do. No villain just does stuff to do stuff. They have some kind of reason. Like even in the case of the Joker, he has a reason. He just likes seeing chaos. He likes things, you know, chaos is his ultimate goal, but he strives to cause chaos. That's what he does. That's his rhyme for doing the things that he does. But it seems like Singularity has no rhyme or reason. He's just a villain to facilitate there being a villain in this game. Like, even Baldur, for the little time we knew him in Bayonetta 1, had a reason to do the things that he did. Even Aesir in Bayonetta 2 had a reason to do what he did. And both of those fights weren't that long. Like the ending fight for Bayonetta 2 and 3, or 2 and 1 were very nice and sweet. 2 bosses apiece. 2 health bars apiece. That was it. And I get you have a lot more tools in your wheelhouse in this game to do a bunch more shit. But if you just look at it, we've been here for probably about 5 to 10 minutes at this point. We've only taken away 2, almost 3 of his health bars. This motherfucker has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 8 fucking health bars. Oh, and a cutscene.
You're not getting nervous, are you?
No, this scene doesn't hit the same way the second time around. Honestly, it really doesn't. Like this scene hit hard at the beginning of the game, but at the end of the game, especially after seeing how this fight was already going, and it was just gonna be the same fight from the beginning of the game again, it doesn't hit the same way.
Be the one who decides what the truth will be.
the brave soldier returns. You did promise me to take me back.
Damn you!
But no matter what you decide, our reunion here must be determined. As was this woman's big noble end.
Kitty. You didn't cry while I was gone, did you? You all seem to be having a good time. Awfully rude of you not to invite me, don't you think? Women of our caliber don't need invitations, darling. You're right.
What are you doing here? I destroyed you long ago. It is not possible. My phenomena once upon now changing.
It looks like only the three of us made it this far. Oh, and the young lady, of course. That's enough, yes? To prove phenomenal affirmation isn't absolute after all. All right, Lady Cat. Just try to predict what the lot of us will do next.
This is a really just a... There's just a really cool fucking moment where the Bayonettas from 1 and 2 show back up, proving that they are their own universe and that everything has happened. Each game was a different universe entirely, which is fine in general, but it's like, it feels like, I don't know, multiverse is kind of just muddy. It's a very muddy thing. And it just feels like if you have to write yourself into a multiverse, you're writing a bad story. Because if you have to rely on that aspect to tell your story, it feels like you could have just done something else that was a little more clever. But I do like the aesthetic here, how the verse section, the health bar, the magic bar is all the same from Bayonetta 1. It is a very, very nice little nostalgic piece, and I find that very, very awesome. And the fact that I realized in this video that, like when we recorded this originally, that the Bayonetta we play as in this game is the little Cereza from Bayonetta 1 that the Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1 took back to her timeline. Which, that's very cool. That's very interesting. I did not put that together until during the recording session of this video when we recorded the original one. Oh yeah, so you like just make black holes now apparently. That happens. It's
I told you your struggle was pointless. No matter how many of you defy me, you are no more than twigs scratching the sky.
should be obvious that I'm no twig. You still don't realize just how stubborn I am, do you? No matter how many of me there are, that doesn't change. That's my unshakable truth.
And I suppose I'll simply erase you all and your so-called truth. And in this very existence,
Did they combine?
what has happened? Never seen anything like this.
Perhaps you're not a visual learner. I'll teach you the hard way.
Hey, they did the fusion dance. That shit was cool. That shit was awesome. Like, there's a lot of cool shit into this, like battle. The shit that happens in here is kind of very interesting that happens. Oh yeah, by the way, laser beam! Hit him with your laser! That shaves off so much fucking health. It's dumb. But, again, it's the ending shit is pretty cool. How they ended this. But again, what the fuck does Singularity get out of this though? What does he get out of? What does he gain from erasing all Bayonettas from existence? What does he get out of erasing the multiverse? Apparently, I don't understand what that accomplishes. Is he trying to make the world anew? Is he trying to make the world in his own image? Is he following the rule of some other god? Is he just a pawn from the start? Who knows? It just feels like there needs to be something that explains what the fuck is happening. This is so fucking cool. A three-way move. That's pretty cool. Uppercut! Go to the moon! No, you're not. Hold up. Get back on the ground, bitch. I had the man on the fucking backswing. Oh, he's cracking. We also tired, though. Not quite, Viola. Stab! Right in the chest. Damn it. Did jack shit, just teleported away. It's like nothing we do in this fight actually fucking matters. Because it just like regenerates or heals or something. Again, how is Luca back? I thought Luca died when he jumped into the fucking purple beam of death. But apparently he's alive. Don't know how he survived.
Luke?
But apparently he survived. Somehow. That's cool, I guess.
Sorry to keep you ladies waiting. It was a bit hard to find you with all the rubble.
How is it that you exist here and now?
You never cease to amuse me, Luca. I could imagine worse men to spend my last moments with.
Hey, you're the only one I want by my side.
We've got to keep her safe.
I know. She's the one who's going to keep our truth alive.
And apparently now Luke can get his transform into a werewolf at any time he wants to.
That's not...
How this man can just transform into a werewolf on cue confuses me. How the fuck did he get these powers? Who knows? Who can say? But we're finally at the last health bar. There's two. There's this one more. But now we're finally in the throes of kicking his ass. Yeah, it just feels like every time we do something, it gets phased off, shrugged off like it's nothing. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, again, visually, this ending's cool, visually. I have something to talk about once the credits start rolling, but for now, I'm gonna let the last part of this, kind of play out. Laser beam! Oh, there goes her necklace. Supercharged laser beam. I ended up saving that screenshot by accident while doing that. Hey, gold. Tink.
Is unfathomable. My phenomena. Denied. When you fight for what you believe, you can change anything.
Yeah, blow up, you bastard. He's dead! He blew up. Fuck yeah. But now we're weak, we're tired, and our necklace is cracked. That's probably not good. Gamora! Gamora, please! I'm sorry! Gamora, please! You've been our friend! Oh, now there's just a black hole sucking everything in for some reason. Bye, Viola! Damn. After all we did for you, Gamora, you just knock our soul out. After all we did for you.
Bayonetta?
Is that you? I can't see anything. Can't hear anything.
I'm right here.
Is she?
She's okay. Seems like we always find each other whenever she needs us.
And we've already come so far.
Fate brought us here together, and it will never tear us apart. We'll always be together, Cereza.
No, Luca. We've always been together. My clumsy, lovely fool. Will forever be in my heart.
Daddy. Mommy!
That breaks the night, a dream that could not end. Encompass me with open arms, I'll hold you.
Ah, look at that. We're in a giant gray ocean with Viola. Where the fuck are we? I have no idea. Oh. Hey, look, it's Kraken. Kraken's back.
What the hell is this?
We haven't seen Kraken since the beginning of the game either. He's made his return. Ooh, Shadow Bayonetta.
Wait. Are you? No. You're just the darkness Archive left behind.
Your end has come.
There's only one person allowed to call me that. Hang on. Rewind. My name is Viola, and you're never gonna fucking forget it.
Hey, now we gotta fight Kraken with Viola. That's cool. I'll use this time to get my thoughts about Viola out of the way since I did in the video. Dee's not here to give his thoughts on Viola, so we'll have to hear it in the retrospective we do for all three games. But for me, though, Viola. We'll start with her biggest negative. Her biggest negative is her gameplay. Her kit and her gameplay is, in my opinion, complete garbage. At least for me, personally. Like, Cheshire's cool, but the parry she has is very, very lackluster and kind of boring. It's not timed very well. I don't like the fact that I can only parry with my sword. You have to use your sword to summon Cheshire. So when you summon Cheshire, you can't actually parry anymore. Which then leads to the fact that when you use Cheshire, you're just basically a sitting duck who can't really block or guard unless you're using the Mumakar. And I don't feel like that you should be forced to use any kind of equipment for a character. They shouldn't have to have a particular item to make them playable. Her combos are cool. Her combos are interesting. But they just mostly feel one-dimensional for the most part. It feels like they created Viola, but she was more, in her gameplay-wise, at least more an afterthought compared to all the shit Bayonetta can do. Because she can do a lot more shit. Because she gets a flagship character. She is the main character. Which makes sense. She has more time in. Viola's new and fresh. Understandable. New kid on the block. Just learning shit. Interesting, cool, fine. But she's still the daughter of Bayonetta. She's still the daughter of Luca. So she should have some kind of innate skill and innate ability within her to be able to do something more than what she has access to now. But that's the biggest negative. That's her biggest negative, in my personal opinion. Her design's cool. Her soundtrack's awesome. But at the end of the day, she does not, like, aesthetically or her... Basically, it's what she boils down to. The character does not fit me, right? I am a fan of Bayonetta. I'm a fan of her design, just everything about her in general. But Viola just didn't hit with me. She might grow on me later on. Who knows? I don't know. But as it stands now, if they plan a future prospect game with her in it and it's just her, and if it's just her, no Bayonetta at all, that's gonna be a really shit thing. Now again, if it's a side game and not like Bayonetta 4, okay, fine, it's more acceptable that way, in my personal opinion. But if it's Bayonetta 4 and it's just Viola and no Bayonetta at all, no Mommynet at all, then for me it's just gonna be lackluster. Because again, besides just the gameplay aspect, I play these games because of the game's namesake in Bayonetta. She's been in all 3 games, and she is my highlight for the game. Without her in it, it doesn't feel to me like a Bayonetta game. And it's going to be very hard for me to kick that notion. Now, I know this is very similar to how Devil May Cry did it with Nero, basically. And how a lot of people didn't like Nero because he wasn't Dante. And again, they're probably coming from the same I understand them more now, why they were like that, because they probably played all the other DMC games before playing 4. In my case, I only played DMC 3 and 2 before playing 4, and I never finished 2, and I didn't like 2. So I didn't have much experience. I liked Dante, I knew who he was, but I was not, oh, I have to have this character in this game for it to be good. Not like I am with this franchise. Because again, we played all 3 games back to back to back on the channel and in a row. So it's been very hard, and at least for Nero, because you can make that comparison between the 2. Because the MC4 was 95% Nero. There was a little section in the middle with Dante was in it. But Nero as a character and gameplay was a lot better crafted than Viola, in my personal opinion. Her design's cool. Again, there's some good points and I want to like her. But the fact of the matter is, she will never be Bayonetta, at least not right now. Which is why she don't have to be Bayonetta, right? She has to be her own character. But
Need a little help here, Daddy.
But her as a character is vastly different than Bayonetta, which it's a version that I don't care for. Honestly, I'm sorry. But this is cool. Her little fairy devil trigger type of thing. And the fact that me and D also figured out that basically Luca is just Oberon. So why is he Oberon? Had that happen? There's a lot of like little nuances to the story that make no fucking sense.
You must to prove yourself.
And I still say you could accomplish the same goal of the passing of the torch from Bayonetta to Viola without having Bayonetta die. She didn't need to die for this passing the torch to happen. That didn't need to be a thing. But that's the last I'll say on the matter.
That was your last lesson, Viola. But for someone who's grown so much, perhaps the gift of a new name is in order.
I'm gonna spoil it now. She gave her the name Bayonetta.
Thanks, Mummy. I'll treasure.
As in, it's a title now and not just a name anymore. Which I technically has always been a nickname / title, anyways. But I still don't think she's earned it yet, honestly. And here we're at the actual credit scene. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. And I want to thank y'all for watching the series. I want to thank you guys for watching all of Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3. And just sticking with it and just the support y'all have given on this playthrough. And on this series. And all 3 of these series, basically, have been awesome. 1 didn't do as well as 2 or 3, but it's still fine. And it still had some numbers to it. And they were fun to do. Again, at the end of the day, if I did this all for numbers and for clout and to do a living at this, I wouldn't be doing this. I do this to have fun. I do this because I love playing video games and hanging out with my best friend and talking shit about how bad we are at these games. It's fun. At the end of the day, it's fun. So, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm probably not gonna play all these. Probably not gonna play all the credits, but we'll see what happens. You know what? I'm probably not, because they're just credits. But at the end of the day, Bayonetta gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. D with D for the same way, say 8 out of 10. Gameplay's great. Gameplay's fun. It's a fun-ass game. Of all 3 games, this is the funnest game to play. In my personal opinion, I prefer Bayonetta 2 story more than 3. To be fair, 1 and 2 story is a lot better than 3's in my personal opinion. But again, that's just my personal opinion. That's all subjective. It's not objective, it's subjective. But that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I want to get out after all these fights are done first. But I think this is the last one. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride. This has been fun. At the time of this recording, Thanksgiving's almost here. This will be out probably the week before Thanksgiving. So, if we'll see you in December, basically, at this point. I don't know what else is gonna come out the rest of this month, but there probably won't be anything up for Thanksgiving. Probably just let y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving and all that fun holiday shit. So, again, I'm gonna really get out of here this time, and I love y'all, and I hope to see you on the next series. So, from all of us here at Lima Gaming, which is just me and D, but you get the point.
Ow! What the hell? Jesus, that hurt! Watch where you're going, asshole! Oh, it's you. Get that prescription checked, will ya? Hey, hold on! Remember that last job? The one you half-assed? The adder almost took my head off for that shit. I keep telling you, kid. Huh? Oh, no. Nobody, you know. Yeah, I know. The baguettes, right? Forget about it. I'm coming straight home. Honest. Direct with the good stuff, fresh from the oven. Yeah, me too, baby.
Playing hooky again, huh? You know, I'm the one who has to hear it from your pops when you decide to turn my place into study hall.
School's closed today. It is, seriously. So anyway, got anything good for me? Something where I can let off some steam?
Got a leaky roof, truck salvage, a lost cat, and some ghosts haunting an old house.
That's the one. Don't wait up, okay? Cheshire! What?
Viola, that's coming out of your cut for this one. So's its kibble. Shit, my bad. Forgot to use the family name. Be back by curfew. Bayonetta.
Okay. Let's dance, baby!